Hello, Waylighters. I'm Renee, and I am here with a general reading that will find you at the perfect time. So, Source, please share with us what would be benefit from knowing right now? What is it that you need to know right now? I'm seeing the word power in my head. Certainly understanding our own power and embracing it, not being afraid of it, being seen. This is this one. Miracles. Ooh, I love this to start out a reading. So something that you have wished for a long time is getting ready to happen. And there's the smoke coming out of the lamp. And it says, expect the wondrous to emerge. Now, I love the word emerge. If you look at my podcast, you'll see that I have a series on spiritual awakening and emergence. I genuinely feel that right now, one of the things that we are being asked to do is not just to awaken, but to emerge and move into the world. And the channeled readings of that you'll find recently on my channel, will give you a little bit more about what Source is asking many of us to do, to join a new road and to use our spiritual gifts differently. So let's see now. I haven't looked at these cards. Let's see what they say. Oh my goodness, we're just going to continue to have great cards here. So the next one is Wondrous Universe. So exactly what I just said. It says walk in beauty. This is about this new path that we are being asked to travel. Wondrous Universe. This is like a Merlin type of figure, and he is holding out his arms, bringing the magic of the whole universe here. We've got planets and starlight and orbs going on, and plenty of stars on his robes. And I love this phrase, walk in beauty. I really think that's one of the most significant mantras that we can have, is just, I walk in beauty. And it comes, there are various Native American cultures that have some form of that. That's an English translation, but the idea is that you walk your unique path. You walk in your own gifts, and you have the responsibility of finding what those gifts are and of bringing them to the world. So it is exactly what I was just saying, that the channeled message that came through was pointing to, is that we've been in this process of finding our own gifts. What are they? And now we're being called to walk a path with others, and to bring those gifts to a different collective, to a wider collective, and also in a more integrated way with other people who are on this path with us. So the next card is grounding, and we are being asked to stay grounded, stay not just to want to be in the ether all of the time, but to value our connection with Mother Earth, with the trees, and take that time to root ourselves, so that as we perform this kind of magic, and as we have our wishes manifest, that we are not up in the ether only, being kind of blown around, but that we have put down these roots that really help us continue to have the sustenance come through. They're grounded into Mother Earth. We're tethered, so to speak. That helps us then not just manifest whatever will come through, but to really have a sense of our own participation in the manifestation. What is it that we are looking for? Where are you entering this conversation this week? Where are you entering this new path, feeling called to share your gifts in a new way? All right, I'm being asked to shuffle and cut. Beautiful. Okay. So we have the moon showing up here first. Now, we just had a full moon in Capricorn. We have a new moon, I believe it's in Cancer, coming up mid-month. This would be a time, and the new moon is a time to actually set those roots down, say what it is that we want to have happen, plant those seeds. You can look at it as planting that newness, planting a new cycle. So we have the moon, which sometimes can be a little bit about illusions, can cause us some confusion. So it may be that you're still wondering, what is it exactly that I want? And what of my many gifts am I being asked to contribute? What gift should I focus upon? Because many of you are incredibly talented, and you have more than one thing that you can contribute. Now, the block is you have had some heartache, and you are causing yourself some needless worry. I'm just going to tell you, full disclosure, I have felt this lately. I have wondered, am I on the right path? What is it that I'm being asked to contribute? This Nine of Swords is saying the worry is needless. This is not something that has to be a crossing energy. There we go. Does not have to be a crossing energy. It can simply be an opportunity to release this needless worry. This is not Source putting anything in our way. This is us getting caught up in our patterns, in our past, in the mental activity of what's going to happen, how will it happen, what do I need to do, have I done enough, all of those things, what is out of my control. That is not what we're asked to focus on. When we are manifesting and walking in beauty, just put your feet on the path. Know that your feet on the path, that's your grounding. That the rest is up to Source. We rub the lamp and let the smoke come out. It is inevitable. And Source is telling us this because we have next the Ace of Wands. And I particularly love this image because it reminds me of the flower blossom festivals that happen in the spring. These look to me like cherry blossoms, which are my very favorite tree, although I have a hard time picking among the fruit trees. This person is holding this tree in their hands. Ace of Wands. So that magician's wand, that creativity, something that you have been working to manifest, is manifesting. It is coming about. It is coming out of your imagination. And while we think of imagination as largely mental, it's also so much wrapped up in our desires of our heart, in our solar plexus power. So imagination brings these things together. If we're creating only out of our mind, we are running the risk of creating those worries or allowing those worries to get in the way. So instead, focus that creative energy on your crown chakra, your third eye. What is it that you see? What are you speaking into existence? What does it mean to you in your heart? What is that dream of your heart that it's coming out of? And what is the power that you are bringing from your solar plexus? You are bringing that into the world as the sun causes things to grow in the 3D world. And know that with the Wheel of Fortune here, you are kicking off a new path. So this Ace of Wands that you're bringing into something that you're bringing into fruition, that the wondrous is emerging, this miracle that we started with, just know that this is a karmic cycle. This is a meant to be type of cycle. So you are you have the energy of worlds behind you, and Source is saying, I am helping the wheel turn. You have been progressing. You don't have to go through yet another cycle of the same stuff. You are kicking off a new cycle. You've grown enough that you've outgrown that spin pattern that you have been in, and now you're on something new. And look, she's not upset at all. She's relaxing in this beautiful lake in this mountain area with this blue sky behind her. So this is not something to fear. This is a new cycle of wonder. All right. So blocks and challenges. We looked a little bit at that challenge of the Nine of Swords. Can you clarify more what the blocks are? If there is any block here, Source, please tell us what is the block. I'm being asked to use the Archangel Michael deck, so we will use that instead. So Archangel Michael, love it that you are showing up. I like it when Archangel Michael shows up in a reading. He's always there for you to call on. He's a great protector. He's a great director. He's very direct. So he is not one to coddle. Ooh, I love this. All right. Ooh, gosh, we got 3. Okay. So you're taking some time to make whatever this decision is about what you are manifesting, or maybe what I'm getting is how it's manifesting. So you're already manifesting it. You've been working on this out of your imagination for a while. And we know that this is already in process because the wheel has shown up. But we are in a Mercury retrograde. So it may be that you need to slow down. You need to pause a little bit. You need to lean on God and the angels, your guides, for support. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's a very important action, and we often forget that, or we don't feel like we deserve it. We don't even think of it sometimes because those of us on the spiritual path often take an awful lot of responsibility, which is a great thing in terms of looking to yourself and your own relationships and your own actions in order to move forward. But it also can mean that you stay isolated sometimes when you don't need to. So ask God and the angels for support. Lean on others. I would include other people in your life. And if you don't have people that you feel like you can rely on on this new path that is showing up, this new dream that you are manifesting, then hold the intention that you will be walking with those people. Again, that channeled message, and I encourage you to go back and look at it. There were two, and they go together. And it is that we will be walking with new people who are on the same purpose-based path that we are. So you're going to have more in common with people than you may have in the past. Look around you and don't be surprised when they show up. And then lastly, Archangel Michael is asking us to let go of fear. We do not have to fear. You don't have to have this anxiety that showed up earlier. There is no need for it. This is already in process. You have all the support that you need. Okay. Anything else? A final card? Okay. Two of Swords. All right. So, final card, Two of Swords. You may feel as though you are temporarily blocked. So remember this said, take time making this decision. If you feel that you run into a roadblock, go within. A lot of times this card, and I'm sorry, I put the deck back together, but she is shown with a blindfold on. So go within and determine if this is the best path forward to manifest what it is that you want. But don't question the manifestation. The dream of your heart is trying to come out into the world. This is just a question of how. Remember, we said that. It's about how you are manifesting it. And there may be a better path through. Ask for the support that you need and take time with the decision, but don't be afraid. This is on its way. It's going to happen. It's not a question of if, it's only a question of when and how. So hold the intention of that manifestation and know that it's going to show up. All right, Waylighters, whatever this is, whatever that you have been working so hard to bring forward, that you've been thinking about, that you're almost afraid to put forward because it is so meaningful to you, it's on its way. And I just feel so much the effort and the love that you have put into this. It's happening. It's happening. All right, I will see you soon.